welcome to Allana's Manor. I'm Allana, and today we have another pick a card reading. This reading will be for the 10th through to the 16th of August 2026. Today we're going to be using the Forecaster Oracle by Trishe Jaimes Oracles, and also the Energy and Spirit Oracle by Sandra and Taylor. So for card or pile number 1 this week, we have the fluorite crystal. For pile or card number 2, we have the rose quartz crystal. And for pile or card number 3, we have the smoky quartz crystal. So you can pick your pile by number 1, 2, or 3, or you can go with whichever crystal you're feeling drawn to. Take a moment, see what resonates with you, and I'll see you in the reading. Alright, if you picked card or pile number 1, then this is your reading. And if you picked the fluorite crystal, then this is also your reading. Alright, what does card or pile number 1 need to know for this week? Alright, what does card or pile number 1 need to know for this week? There we are. We have 4 cards. They all just popped out. I don't usually do the cards like that, but seeing as they've popped out in that way, we have 5 cards. We're just going to allow that this week. Alright, so we've got air and turbulence, upheaval and chaos. We have external pressure, outside influence. We have vital wellness, healthcare. We have justice summoned, accountability. And we also have wash away and cleanse. Alright, so the overall energy for this group is wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. So I do feel like with that as the overall energy for this group, I do feel like this week you are needing to be making sure that you have a clear mind. Any decisions, choices that you make this week, I feel like you need to do it from a clear-minded perspective. With the air, turbulence, upheaval and chaos, I do feel like there may be a little bit of chaos going on around you this week, whether that's in your job, your career, whether that's just with people around you this week. I do feel like whatever it is you're dealing with this week, I do feel like you need to make sure that you definitely have clear in your mind either what you're going to say or what you're going to do. Because I feel like there could be some misunderstandings this week, because we also have here external pressure, outside influence. So I feel like for some of you, you may be dealing with people on the outside who are trying to interfere with something this week. With the justice and summoned accountability, I also feel like either you're taking accountability for something this week, or somebody else is needing to take accountability for something they've done wrong. I also feel with the vital wellness, healthcare and wash away and cleanse, I do feel like you are needing to take care of your health this week. I also feel like you need to be cleansing your energy a bit more this week. You may also be feeling a little run down or a little over emotional as well for some of you this week. I do feel like for some of you, you are under a lot of pressure in terms of your job, your career, or wherever it is you work. But again, I do feel like you need to clear your mind before making any serious decisions this week. And I feel like if you do have somebody interfering around you this week, I do feel like there will be accountability taken for whatever actions go on around you this week. So just make sure that when you're dealing with other people this week, you think about it before you take any actions. And make sure that you clear your energy and take care of your health as well. Alright, well, that's all I have for you for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, if you picked card or pile number 2, then this is your reading. And if you picked the rose quartz crystal, then this is also your reading. Okay, what does card or pile number 2 need to know for this week? Alright, what does card or pile number 2 need to know for this week? Does card or pile number 2 need to know for this week? Card or pile number 2. Let's take that one because it fell out. Alright, what does card or pile number 2 need to know for this week, please? 2 more cards. And 1 more, please. Too many cards. 1 more card, please. There we go. It's actually 2 cards, so we'll just take them. Alright, so first card up here is assistance, support, intervention. We have social control, social media. We have staged optics, distraction spin. We have economic pressure, cost of living. We have surveillance state monitoring. And we also have cognitive disruption, shift in thinking. Alright, the overall energy for this group this week is currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. So I do feel like with that as the overall energy this week, I do feel like a lot of you are feeling a little emotional about things. Some of you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Some of you are feeling a little bit emotional. It just depends on your situation. I do feel like there is some type of support or assistance coming in to help you this week. I feel like that's more on a personal level. For some of you, this could be some support or assistance that comes in at your work or your job. For some of you, you may be doing some type of an intervention to assist and support somebody else this week. Somebody may ask you to be a part of that. For some of you, this could be some type of intervention that's being planned within the family this week, and you may be feeling a little emotional about doing that as well. We also have social control, social media, and I feel like with social media and distraction spin, I do feel like for some of you, you may be dealing with a personal situation where there is something put out on social media, where somebody may be trying to spin a different story. Somebody may be trying to distract from a situation through social media this week. I do feel like this particular group is having a little trouble with cost of living this week. Maybe you're a little bit short. Maybe you're not able to buy all the things that you need this week. That could also be leaving you feeling a little over emotional or overwhelmed as well this week. I do feel like for some of you, you need to be monitoring your bills and things like that this week. I feel like some of you are looking into creating budgets as well this week to help you get through this cost of living crisis. And for some of you, I feel like there's going to be a shift in the way that you think or interpret things this week as well. I feel like there's an event that comes, maybe there's a conversation that happens, maybe there's some type of information that comes through in some type of way this week, which is going to allow you to shift the way that you're thinking about things. For others of you, I feel like this is just something that comes up for you this week. It might just be a thought where, because of that thought, you're then able to shift the way you're thinking about things. Okay, so I do feel like it could be a little emotionally overwhelming this week for some of you. For some of you, you may just be feeling over emotional. So I do feel like it's important to keep our emotions in check this week. Do whatever it is that you can to make yourself feel emotionally better, whether that is communicating your emotions to somebody this week. If that's what helps you to get through the week, then do that. But for some of us, I feel like we just need to be a little bit careful of emotional overwhelm this week. But I do feel like we really just need to be careful about something that gets posted on social media this week. Because I have this vibe where it's either not true or someone's just spinning their own version of something as well that may not be true. So just watch out for that this week. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Alright, if you picked card or pile number 3, then this is your reading. And if you picked the smoky quartz crystal, then this is also your reading. Alright, what does pile or group number 3 need to know for this week? We're going to let the cards fall out. It was not how I wanted to do the readings, but that's just how it's been working out today. Okay, what else does pile or group number 3 need to know for this week? And there we go. Alright, so the first card up here is Unveiled Truth, Tell All. We have Troubled Relations, Miscommunication. We have Escalating Conflict, Intensity Rising. We have Catalyst Event, Turning Point. And we also have Learning Resources and Education. The overall energy for this group is up from the depths, releasing difficulty. So I do feel like if you have been going through some difficulty recently, I do feel like that may be starting to lift for you this week. The first thing I'm feeling here is a situation where there has been some miscommunication, whether that's in terms of your job, your career, your personal life, friends, work colleagues, family members. It feels like there's been some miscommunication, and I do feel like if that is your situation, I do feel like there's going to be a truth that comes out this week in relation to that. With the escalating in conflict, intensity rising. Alright, so I do feel like for some of you, there may be also a truth that comes out that you weren't aware of. It may cause a little bit of upheaval this week. Or there's a situation that maybe you didn't know the whole story about. I feel there's definitely some type of communication coming up this week where there's going to be some truth revealed. And I feel like once you have the correct information, you're going to reach a turning point, and you're going to be able to release this situation and allow things to get a little bit easier for you. For some of you, there could have been some miscommunication in terms of some type of learning or education. Maybe you were going to do a course, and maybe you assumed or had the wrong information about that course, and maybe that's going to be corrected for you this week. For some of you, maybe you had incorrect information from somebody you asked about a course or some type of learning. But I do feel anything that has had some type of miscommunication, I feel like there's going to be clearing up of that this week, which is then going to allow you to be able to move forward this week. But I do feel like there is a big change coming in, a big turning point that's going to allow you to be able to move forward. For some of you, I feel this could have been something to do with study or a course where you weren't able to do it, but I feel like something changes this week and you're able to do that now. And for others of you, I feel like there's just some big truths being revealed this week, which is going to allow you to understand where miscommunication has come in. Alright, so I do feel like this week may be a little bit rough at first, but I do feel like by the end of the week there is going to be a turning point where you are going to be able to move forward. Alright, well that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.